Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Chicago Bears. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald, screenplay, Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
And logo.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Blue draw quarter. Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. He gets this one to Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read.
Rabbit.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Oh, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
From the gun on third down, Stanley. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
23 yards on the tuck and run. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Exit.
Hey, wahoo!
58 is a mic. Go 58 is
From the gun, Fitzgerald, complete. It's Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
58 is a mic. 58 is a mic.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And some space here. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3 on the ground. It's Montgomery, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back to throw. Stanley. He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Braunecker. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
38 yards on the scamper there. He's on pace right now for about a 400-yard game. I mean, this first quarter, it's been impressive to watch.
I like the way you do math. I like the way you calculate, and he loves those numbers you're spouting. He's going to try and get there with his legs, but not only is he locked in running it, obviously his teammates are locked in and blocking as well.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
topper! Put it.
7-7, our score after one.
Put it. 10-2 stop.
59, minus the 59. Three bud.
Get it.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On second down now, it's Johnson. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check curls. Under 10, 10.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Shit! Watch the shit!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hey, Zoo.
Check.
Ready, go. Ready.
On 3rd down, Fitzgerald escaping the pressure. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it's 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, exit. Go.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there. I got one.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
45. Man, let's get some pace.
22 jump bombers. Let's get it.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get ready.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Stanley. Open man, Taylor Gabriel.
Okay, baby, I see you.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go. Watch time.
Clear. Now.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back to throw. Stanley finding Gabriel complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tackles.
2nd and 6. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check, 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 check. 61, matchbox light.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Stanley, he's got Burton here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
There we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get ready, get ready. Let's go.
Here's Bernard.
Go, run.
Touchdown, Chicago! Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bears have retaken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, They discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. He finds his target, Fuller. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First down, Texans.
Ready?
Off play action. Fitzgerald. For the catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Off the play fake. Fitzgerald, he'll buy some time right. Open man is QT, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
58 to Mike.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzgerald. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It sees the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley. He's going to air one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Texans 27, Bears 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Hey, me and you all day.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 to the mic. Watch the pass.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Shoot.
On first down, Fitzgerald. Johnson's got it complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Running from the gun, Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald dumping it off for Johnson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Stanley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Back to throw. Stanley, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
49, check 49, check 49.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
30 base.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Two-jet bomber, two-jet bomber.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fitzgerald. It's complete. Stills. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. A give the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears will get the football back.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Stanley going up top for Miller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Protein spill.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. This is Miller, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the Bears' 12-yard line.
Set, 8, read. You gonna see me? You draw Corkers. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Let's go.
They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Smooth. Mike 5, Mike 55, Mike 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Hey, high 7.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Pilot 64, weak. Hey, Alpha.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.